This is working. Just want to stream here. Let's say I'm working on some of the details for a cave sprite that I'm trying to work on. Let me just create just open my Unity hub. I'm going to test this out in implementing this. I'm actually working on this cave artwork that is going to be for a game that we are building with our team, home team game dev. And actually trying to find a solution to make this look better in setting up tile sets. I just recently started learning pixel art and just open my I'm going to test this out in one of the games that I'm also building, Data's Quest. Let's try to show grid that I've set up here. So I'm using a 200 by 88 by 288 canvas, and I want to utilize that as a tile map that we can then later on import to Unity. So just going to set up I want to increase this because when I tried this out on Unity, the tile was not properly set up. So I'm going to try to test this out before I try to go put this on. Let's try to first. I'm just going to have a scene here that I'm going to test this out on. Let's create a scene. Test cave scene. Perhaps that's it's actually the game that I'm working on. That's a long jump. I'm going to work on this later, but first our, let's see, 11. It's going to adjust this, merge this down, then crop it. I'm using GIMP because this is a free software. That will be I don't have that much funds yet, so going to use I usually use free softwares, open source softwares. Let's go our 11 here, 12. Then let's duplicate that. Just going to move this. I'm going to crop it just to occupy that space there. And let's merge that down. Crop this. I think that's too much. I want to have some space here. Then let's try to crop this down. And okay, should do that. It's about 9 here. Let's just go again, copy that. Then let's try to move this up forward and merge that down. I'm going to crop this. This is a 16 by 16 tile set. If you're wondering how I configured the grid here, see, it's 16 by 16. You just need to go to, if you're using GIMP, same as me, you can use configure grid here. And usually when I'm also working on GIMP, you can set up the guides by percentage horizontally. So you'll see there's that guide, and vertically, new guide by percent horizontally and vertically. Horizontally, I think that's the next one is vertically. So you'll know the center from where your tiles are set up. Go down to number 8. And let's move this. Let's merge that down. Just going to crop this. We can perhaps flip this a little bit. Right, so at least that will look much more. Let's go down here, up here. I think we can flip this. Yep, let's flip that. Alright, I think I'll just add. I think it would be better if just to be, for it to look like the same way on the left side here. Let's just add some more details. And if we go look for our 8 here, let's just go add some details here. Clean up some of this. That's 7. Let's have some light details here. So you can add some of this. Still learning pixel art also, and first the top part. This one, I'm going to delete that. I'm trying to arrange this because Unity will normally read from 0, index base 0. So I'm trying to arrange the references here. This is the reference that of the first version that I worked on. And I think I'll just want to keep that. That's why I'm going to use that as a reference for if we go down like to 28, 29. The reference not there. Okay, let's have another layer. Let's have that 30. Oops. Don't want it to be. I think we can try to delete some details here. Just to. So color picker, if you try to press on the control key on the keyboard, you'll be able to get the color that you're. I think we need to go here. Go back here afterwards. Okay, so you see, we get the color without us having the need to go to our color palette here. I'm not sure if that's what this is called. Or color window. Now let's go add some details here. Let's have another layer. Just going to put that here. $33. Oops, that's 32. So I'm just going to copy this. I want to crop that to content. Let's add. Why is that not crop to content? Let's delete that. We can just duplicate this, then have this 32. Then let's go and drag that. Oops, I don't want this. This is the one that I want. And then I'm just going to use my reference here. I think I still need to work on, but I think that's good enough. going to flip this around. Okay, so I think that's good. Let's have another layer that I would want to put here. $34. So delete some parts here. Let's just use the color picker just to clean up some of those. We can add some parts here. I'm going to try to create a new project to the test. I'm going to create a test project. So while that's happening, I just want to practice some tile map testing. Let's go and before I go and try to commit this to our game. So I think I can delete this already. Just go make sure that I'm going to delete this. So this, I think I don't need this anymore. Also this one. And let's just clean up some parts here. I think I don't. So that's 34, 35. Just move that up here. This. $15. Let's merge that down. And just go get our color here just to clean up some of those parts. Hmm. 14. Let's also do the same thing. Let's just go have this mauve. Then let's merge that down. Crop it. 16 by 16 tile sets. Clean up some of those. Thirteen, 14, 12, 13, 16. Thirteen. I think we should merge that. But the problem now, we need to rename the I think we need to renumber this to 13, 14, 15, I'm not sure if this is the a good workflow. I'm still really exploring what will be a good workflow when it comes to pixel art. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So I think we should adjust some of, what is this, 24. Clean up some parts here. We can go do this, yeah. Let's 25, we can also do it. Wait. Let me just try to test importing this to, just going to create here. And if I remembered correctly, we need to have some sort of where do we put the tile mapping? UI. Where do we get 2D tile map? Do we choose rectangle? Okay, so we have a tile map. And I think we can set in the tile map, we can set here. Or do we set tile maps again? I like the tutorial of Brackeys that talked about tile mapping. So I'm going to search that. Where do I think we can we have a tile map. There's a grid. We have a grid here, cell size. We're just add some details there. How about here? Some corner rocks. I think we should have some sort of Let me just drag that. Going to save this as PST. Hmm. I think we can export this as mm, so this is a PST file. I'm going to create a folder. Create folder artwork just for testing. And I think we can try to now set this up. Sprite mode will be multiple. Then we have our pixels per unit. I know that this is a 16 by 16 grid. And want this to be point no filter. Compression will be none. So to apply this, then if we go to our sprite editor, we can say slice. Let's see if that will work. So I'm not sure if I think we can try to check out if this worked. Let's save. Did that work? Again, sprite editor. We want this to sliced. That doesn't seem to be working. Why isn't it? Has to be multiple. cell size. Let's set up this to 16 by 16, and then let's slice and apply. Okay, so we get that. That's what we wanted to happen. So you can choose what cell size width by cell count can also be something. I try to close that. We can see that there's that individual tiles. Now we have our tile map here. We have a tile map renderer and a tile map. Let's see. We have tile map renderer. Where's our tile map component? There should be a tile palette that we can try to find here. There we go. There's the tile palette. Say tile ground. Wall or ground. Let's create that. Let's go save this. I think we can create a folder called palette. Save that folder. Let's see. So we do have tile map wall. Then let's set to select our artwork. Can we drag this in here? Cave. Okay, so we now have that. Let's see. And we have those individual maps or tiles set up. Then we can try to draw some on our tile map here. We have our paint with brush. Let's see. Can I go here? can put some details here. Will this work? Okay, so that's I think we can set this to 16:9 aspect, and we need to adjust this. Oops, sorry, I think that's not going to work for us. Yep, I think we can delete this. Let's add some details here. Just to add some variations, right? Mm. Mm. I think that's going to be much better. think we should still try to test out some things, right? But at least we were able to build some sort of a map here. And I think we need to adjust. I think we still need to work on some of the tile set that we made. For now, I think that's for this session.